I've been thinking, um, normally, just normally, I'm not the best sleeper. I get up, that paper, that's so tiny. I call it the Daily Fish Wrap. It's the Daily News. Moscow Pullman Daily News. But, okay, back to the story. So, I've been sleeping really well lately. I don't know if that's attributed to not having sugar, but I really normally just don't sleep all that well. But I've been sleeping all night. And I happened to wake up this morning thinking, I don't remember the last time, well, I guess I do, it was on this vlog, but it's been a while since I have not slept well. And that's awesome. That's awesome. I hope that it is because of this lack of processed sugar that is making me sleep well, but I don't know. There's so many variables in life, but it's the one thing that I've cut out, and it's the biggest change in my life, right? And so here we are, some days later, nearly 2 weeks, and going well, feeling good. Still want some dessert after dinner, and I think I might indulge myself in that tonight. 2 desserts in 2 weeks, that's pretty good. That's a huge improvement from before. So, anyway, good morning. So I'm about ready to make breakfast today. And I'm going to have some grape nuts, a couple eggs too. And here's something that I thought is that, I haven't had grape nuts before. Normally, I have grape nuts and I put some sugar on it because grape nuts taste so much better with sugar because it's grape nuts. There's nothing much in there. And by the way, I did check. Grape nuts has no sugar in it. It's basically grain, flour, salt, yeast. So that's good. And so it is kind of, not sweet. And my thought was, okay, now I need to put some sugar on it. And my mouth actually is watering for it to put sugar on it. Crazy. I got nothing to say here. I just like recording in the elevator. Afternoon, how you doing? Well, I just had lunch and I thought I'd share with you a little bit. Had a conversation with a coworker and sharing my no sugar experience. And she's like, oh my God, sugar is in everything. I'm like, it is. You should see that sugar movie. I'll see if can I post a thing here? I don't know if I'll see if I can figure it out. I did it before, so I'll probably figure it again. But hey, I want to thank the guy who did that. Afternoon, I just got done eating lunch and I was talking to a coworker and telling her about my non-sugary diet and want to thank the people or the maker of that sugar film about making it. Good afternoon. How you doing? Just got done eating lunch, and I was talking to a coworker about that sugar film, and I want to thank Damon Gameau about making that film, because if it weren't for him, I wouldn't know how bad sugar is for me and how much sugar I intake. And so I was talking to her about it, and she's like, "Oh my God, it's in everything." And folks, it's in everything. Just about. Practically everything. And I was telling her my experiences and how it's going, and I think it's going really well. And then, so I gave her, an idea. She has kids, and I said, one thing that I learned, if I want something sweet, and especially when it's hot, and you want your kids to eat better, instead of them going for like a candy bar or, ice cream or something like that, just take a bowl. Get a bowl, put blueberries in it or strawberries or fruit, leave it in the refrigerator. They open the fridge, they see that fruit, and they grab, they eat it. And it's juicy, you get that juice, so you get that nice, cool juice on a hot day. And plus, it's fruit, so it's, it's sweet too, but It's just not like, high fructose corn syrup or, you know, dehydrogenated soybean meat byproduct. I just made that up. But, that's one way to improve your health is to keep things out that are healthy for you to eat, that are easy to snack on. Nuts, keep them in a bowl, keep them out there so you can eat them. Put the fruit in a bowl out so you can eat it. Don't keep it covered. Keep like maybe something a little covered on it, but you can just lift it up and eat them so it's quick, easy, accessible. Do that same thing with vegetables too. If they're out and open and easily accessible, I think kids will eat them. I know kids love carrots, maybe not so much with broccoli or celery or whatever, but as a kid I always loved carrots. Better than candy bars, better than ice cream bars or all that stuff. So thanks again for making the film, that sugar film. It really opened my eyes, and I get to share this with other people. And I was also telling her, I don't think I'm going to do this for much longer. I'm going to have maybe a couple weeks, because I'm not sure what else I can say about the topic. I've kind of run the gamut so far of what I can tell you and how it's affecting me. I don't want to keep this going for a month. It's not really my plan. I just kind of wanted to do it, kind of wanted to document how it's going, and it's going really well. And after a couple of weeks so far, nearly 2 weeks, I don't feel that pressure to not, take that back. I don't feel the pressure to eat sugar as much. Like it was a craving. I want sweet, I want sweet, I want sweet. It's become less and less and less, and I think it will continue to be so. But that I am in charge of my sugar intake. I have to be responsible for that. And that avoiding sugar, because there are so many thoughts going through my head, is like I just want to blurt it out. But so many things in life have sugar in them that I can control. So I went next door, there's another office, and they have donuts. It's Friday, people love to bring donuts. But right next to it are those little mandarins. And some of those were gone, but the donuts, there was like part of one donut left. Who the hell eats part of a donut? Come on. Anyway, I wasn't even tempted to have that donut. I saw oh, donut, don't want that. Don't want that. And there's a maple bar in there. I love maple bars. Maple bars are delicious. It's that maple. Oh. But I didn't. I was like, I don't want a maple bar. Oof, too sweet. Too sweet. I love sweet things. Well, that's all changing. So, thanks again, Damon Gameau. Hey, talking to you guys again. Guys, gals, people. Talking to you folks. And I'm on my way home. Just got off work. Feeling good. Nothing to say about sugar. Just, saying hi. It's Friday night. Got dogs fed, although I haven't fed myself yet. And looking forward to a nice meal tonight. Going to have some chicken, a Blue Apron thing. Again, I'm not a sponsor of Blue Apron, but I do like their products. And some chickeny kind of a thing. And I got nothing much to say. Things are going really well. I'm actually kind of surprised at, just a couple weeks in, and how much I've learned about myself and how my diet has really changed. And like fruit, I need to go, I ate the last bit of fruit yesterday that I had, and like how much fruit I go through now that I stopped eating sweets. So when I want something sweet, I go with fruit. And so that's just really positive to me about that. And how, I want to say it's been easy, but, because for me, it hasn't been extremely difficult. I knew what I wanted, and I kind of just did it. I mean, but I had alternatives, a way for alternative diet, right? Where, there are places in the world, in the United States, where they call them food deserts, where there's no place to get fresh produce. There's no place to get fresh food. Like the best kind of grocery store you can get in some inner cities is like in a small grocery store, and it's all prepackaged stuff, chips and frozen things. So I have that opportunity, and so I'm grateful for that. So for me, it has not been that difficult to substitute candy and things like that for fruit, because I have multiple grocery stores within easy driving distance of where I live. And that's a good thing. But I've been having fewer and fewer cravings for sugar, but I do know I like sweet things. And now choosing when I want to have those sweet things, instead of like, oh, there's something sweet, I'm going to eat a lot of it and just gorging myself on it. Or, because, I used to eat sugar, but I'd really kind of binge on it, I'd have a lot of sugar, lot of sugar. And that would be a lot of my daily intake of calories, I think. And so it's been really good. And we'll see. I think I may need to add a little more sugar into my diet. I don't know if that's true. I think, but I want to, now that I've had very little, I want to start adding a little bit in to see where I'm comfortable. And that's a process. But that also kind of scares me, because then I don't want it to be a slippery slope. But that's easy to say. I don't think that it will be a slippery slope, because I know I like sweet things, and I don't want to eat just what's ever available that is sweet. So we'll see what happens, right? And you'll tag along, at least for a while longer, till I stop doing this, whenever that is. I think after a couple weeks. I'm not sure what else I can say. I think I said it earlier today. I'm not sure how much more I can add to this conversation. So I'll do it till I think I'm not adding any more fruitful content and ideas and thought-provoking insights. If that's what I have. Sometimes I'm not sure what goes on up here. You're finding out it's not a lot.